and Assalamualaikum. Today, me and my team, AIMAN, DANEIL and PUTERI, will be presenting a topic of digital commerce. But before we go further into this topic, I would like to ask you one question. When I say digital commerce, what would be the first thing that came across your mind? Might be Shopee, Zalora, Lazada. You're almost there, but it's not exactly true. Digital commerce and e-commerce is a different thing. E-commerce is online selling, when you set up a website and sell your product. Digital commerce can be defined as the buying and selling of goods and services using the internet, mobile network, and commerce infrastructure. So in this presentation, we'll be discussing about the type of digital commerce, ethic of digital commerce, advantages and disadvantages, and also challenges on adopting the digital commerce in our daily life. As the first presenter, I would like to share about the type of digital commerce. So for the first one, B2c, business to consumer. It is when a business or a company sell their product or their item directly to the end user, their customer. So B2C is the most common business model. It is because the decision-making process for a B2C purchase is much more shorter than B2B. It also has their own leverage technology when you can easily find it on mobile apps, native advertising, and the market directly to the customers. For instance, when you're hungry, you take out your phone, go to Foodpanda mobile apps, and you go to the menu. When you found the food that you would like to eat, you pay for it, and the food will come to you. That is the reason why B2C is the most common business model being used worldwide. Next, B2B, business to business. It is when a business sells its product or service to another business. B2B usually has a longer sales cycle, but with higher order value and more recurring purchases. For instance, Huzaifa Studio and Hasbul Brother. Both are business company. They provide a marketing services, marketing classes to another business company that want to grow their business, and so that they can have a bigger networking and business industry. The third one is consumer to business. It is when individuals sell their goods or services to another companies. It is a reverse auction when the customers name the price for a product or services that companies wish to buy. Okay, for instance, social media influencer. When the influencer or the public figures have a lot of followers on their Instagram account or Facebook or Twitter, so the company will come to them and ask for a paid review, gift review, paid retweet, and so on. So that the social media influencer can promote their product and increase their sale. Last but not least, C2c, consumer to consumer. It is also called as an online marketplace. It connects consumer to exchange the goods and services. It helps to make their money by charging transaction and listing fees. It also helps to self-propel growth by motivated buyers and sellers take care about the quality control and technology maintenance. For instance, Marketplace, FB Marketplace, Carousel, Mudah.my, Amazon, and eBay. So that's all from me. I would like to pass this mic to AIMAN.
Assalamualaikum, and a very thank you to Dr. Rozia, and then thank you to HANISA for the presentation. And I am terribly sorry because my microphone of my laptop is not working, so I have to do like this for the presentation. Alright, so in this topic I will be presenting about the ethics in digital commerce, and in this phase I will be presenting about three mainly randomly mentioned ethics in digital commerce because it is super ready to be taught by the other people. And without further ado, let us proceed with the first point. So now we will be proceeding with the first ethic, which is the choosing the right platform. So we always heard about the term of the buyer in choosing the right platform. We will choose about the most trusted, the most viral, or the most trending ones. And we rarely heard about in the term of the perception of a seller. So in the term of seller, they have to create a secure site. This way they will easily obtain the trust for the customers in doing the e-commerce in their platform, and then they will also have to stay up to date with the latest infos regarding their patches, firewalls and plugin. This is because the technologies nowadays is trendingly upgraded to a new version, and they will be the best performance compared to the old and previous ones. And finally, in the term of seller, they have to understand how the site is hosted and what is the best security tools to be utilized. So they will know how the security tools will secure the website, and for instance, the best security tool like UpGuard and site guarding. So proceed with the second ethics, which is the accurate product listing. So as well acknowledge, customers can physically touch the product because of digital commerce, and then we just can read or the listing of the product and watch the videos or even the photos of advertised provided in the e-commerce platform. So the ethics of seller in this phase is they have to list products honestly, completely and accurately without any hidden infos, without any fraud or etc. And then in extra, they also can't be exaggerate in advertising the product, such as the too much ideal lighting or Photoshop editing or artistic touch. Like they can, but not exaggerately or over too much, because it can lead to like the fraud of digital commerce. And next, with the final ethics, which is counterfeit products. So in buying products from digital commerce or digital platforms, we want our products to be legit and authentic. So in the term of third-party supply and dropshipping, there are three ethics that they need to learn. They need to learn. Which are the first one is they have to be well acknowledged regarding the products that they are selling, because we want the products to be authentic, legit, and it is not illegal to be sold in the market nowadays. And then they have to take action to ensure the product is authentic enough, because for example, they can do some research regarding the products, and they can also meet the original manufacturers of the product itself. And finally, they have to verify the manufacturer and work with trusted supplier only, because if the supplier is an anonymous one, it is most advised to prohibit yourself from being engaged in this market, because it can be truly dangerous for yourself. I guess that's all from me, and we'll be proceeding with Daniel for the next presentation. Thank you.
So thank you, Aiman, for the explanation. And hi, my name is Daniel. Now I will be talking about the advantage and disadvantages of digital commerce. So digital commerce are now becoming more popular among children and adults in terms of shopping. So the first advantage is choice of unlimited choice of product and borderless shopping. So comparing to the physical store, digital commerce are now offering more variety of item and from variety of businesses that customer can choose in one platform. So according to the customer, they will choose whatever item they want from which company that offering a different price tag. So secondly is extended hour. So disadvantage is more to businesses that is involved for the digital commerce platform. So having your digital commerce platform, you will have your store operating 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because the internet can never stop your customer from shopping when even it's 3 a.m. in the morning. So this leads to the third advantage, that is targeted customer. So having your digital commerce platform, you can make your you can influence your customer decision making. So for example, if your customer want to have a toothbrush, so example they want a toothbrush, you can suggest they have a toothpaste too, and they can have a floss too. So now I will be talking about the disadvantage of the digital commerce. The first disadvantage is technical issue. One of the technical issues that need to be considered for businesses to join this digital commerce is site crash. So site crash can affect the customer experience, and also the ability of the company. So if the site is always fresh, and this will lead to bad impression and trust issue for the businesses. Secondly is digital commerce is highly competitive. So the wider the market is, the bigger, and the wider the market, the bigger the competition that need to be faced, especially for the small businesses. They need to compare with big businesses, and they will need to stay strong in this industry. So other risks that need to be taken as disadvantage is safety issue, whether the parcel is safely arrived, and whether it's they have scamming or any other problem that need to be taken for the businesses. So this is all for my part. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Daniel, for the explanation on advantages and disadvantages of e-commerce. I'm Putri, and now I'm going to talk about the challenges for small businesses when doing e-commerce. The first one is the cybersecurity. Small businesses depend on the transaction made by customers. Therefore, a downtime in operation and sale could impact their business badly, which they cannot afford that. And the second one is the competition. In today's world, competitions are everywhere, including in the e-commerce space. People are putting their products they are selling on the internet, and as we know that we are not the only person that are selling the product. They might have more competition as more people sell the same thing online. And the third one is the order fulfillment. There's time when orders received by the sellers are more than they could imagine. That's when the small businesses will have to prepare themselves. For instance, let's take the pandemic season as one of the example. Like during this season, people need their face mask and hand sanitizer. When the pandemic first came out, everyone is panicking and they're looking for face masks and sanitizers everywhere when they couldn't get the items at the physical shop. They tend to look for it online, and that is when small businesses that provide face masks and hand sanitizers need to be ready because a lot of people will need the item they're providing online. And the fourth one is the customer experience, and this is very, very important. Some sellers could not prepare or provide a good service, and customers' experience is very much impacting their businesses. And for that, it is very important for the small businesses to make sure they provide the best service for their customers. Some customers would leave their feedback on how the sellers treat them, and if they leave hateful remarks on the e-commerce platform, high chances of their other potential customers will run. And next is the visibility. Making sure people are aware of your business can be hard. Therefore, the small businesses will have to pay more attention on how to make their online business platform more visible to the public. Some small businesses don't really pay attention on these elements and then they start wondering why they don't have much customers as other sellers. And the last but not least is the sale. Just like other business, e-commerce also has its up and down time where sales are not always good, and every small businesses have to be ready to deal with this issue. Just like I'm gonna use the same example as the one with order fulfillment during the pandemic seasons. Like during this pandemic season, people are looking for the face masks and hand sanitizers online when there's nothing to be worried about the viruses and all. They don't really look for this item. So the small businesses always have to be ready because they could not expect what will happen to their sales. And that's all my point for the challenges for small businesses. I think we've come to the end of our presentation. To conclude what we've presented today, all of the presenters have presented you on the ethics in e-commerce, the types of e-commerce, the advantages and disadvantages of e-commerce, and I myself have presented to you on the challenges of doing e-commerce for small businesses. And frankly speaking, e-commerce is not something uncommon to us anymore. It is something we hear and we do every single day, and we're very acknowledged. It's just that we have to know more about this system, like the types, the ethics, the advantages and disadvantages of doing it, and also the challenges, and to be more aware of this thing. I think that's all from us for today. Thank you very much.